Hola, hola. My name is Pau,
Hola, hola, mi nombre es Carolina.
and this is Sundays are for the girls.
Sundays are for the girls.
Well, this is our very first episode for the podcast. Like we actually talked about this for like maybe about a month before starting it. It wasn't a lot of time. I feel like a lot of people think about it like doing another podcast a little longer. But I wanted to do it for such a long time. I just didn't have anybody to do it with. And then I remember Carolina hit me up one day. It's like, we should really do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I think we probably could do this like sometime. And then it was a back and forth, and now we're here. We're doing it. How
Yeah.
you feel about it?
I'm actually really excited to start. Like I stated, I've always wanted, like she stated, I've always wanted to get this started, but
Not the statement.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
formal.
yeah. So like I've always wanted to get it started, but always been like a little shy, a little afraid. But after asking like people, how to get started and everything, and I guess the point is just to get started. So I'm really excited to do this, and of course excited to do it with you as well. But yeah, I'm ready to see what this brings, and hopefully
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
yeah
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, like
Stressful but fun.
stressful but fun, of course. But I feel like if we like have fun, it's just gonna get easier. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to give a little bit of a background. So I'm from Venezuela. I was born and raised over there. I came like around 2017. Well, yeah, I mean, I've been here since then. I went to high school and everything here, but I speak Spanish. Like, that's my native language, and this is going to be a bilingual podcast. So how about you?
Well, I'm Mexican. I was born here in the U.S., of course, but I was born in the state of Tennessee. I moved to Indiana when I was 15. My parents are Mexican. I went to high school here in Indy and in Tennessee, actually. And
Just Mexican by heritage and by heart,
yes,
but
Mexican
like
at heart,
born in
but
the states.
born in the States. Yes, I have the American in me, but I'm more Mexican than anything.
I feel like everybody that just stays here for like more than 5 years have the American in them. Like it's like hard not
Yeah,
to.
well, like because we were born here, I feel
Yeah.
like that's part of the reason why. But yeah, I did go to school here in Indy, and then I graduated from Indy, but I did go to high
Same.
school as well in Tennessee, and I'm 23 years old.
I
And
am 23 as well.
oh yeah, we're the same age for like a couple months.
Yeah, a couple
So
months.
but yeah, that's a little bit about me. I speak Spanglish, both Spanish. Yeah.
Okay. Action.
Okay. What's going on with Ryan Garcia? I don't know. What do you think is going on with him?
I don't know. He's just on coke. I feel like.
Did you see the news? I think I think they said that the latest news was that he was on. I think it was steroids. Did they say steroids? I think I saw something that came in through my news the other day that he said that.
I'm not
Well, they
surprised.
said that he was on steroids, but he be posting some like crazy stuff on his Instagram. Every time I get on Instagram,
And on
it's always
Twitter.
it's always Ryan Garcia, always Ryan Garcia. But that man is beautiful. He is. He knows he's that man. But I do think there's something wrong with him.
He's a cheater. Did you
He's a
know that
cheater?
in the last like competition that he had, like the box matching that they just had, he won because he cheated. He technically didn't win because like he was supposed to cut down to the weight that the other guy.
Oh yeah, I
was
saw
at,
that he was overweight. But
and he
if
was
he lost, like if he won,
couldn't
if
win.
what I heard is that if he won, it didn't count regardless because he wasn't in the way. But if he lost, then it would have meant something or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not into like boxing like that.
I
But
think
like
they
I had
get
a friend that
money.
explained to me.
Yeah, I think they get money regardless. Like they
Yeah.
do win something. I don't know if he won anything from it. I think he just wanted to beat the other guy because like he was just talking shit.
Right.
I'm not really into boxing a
Yeah,
lot,
me either.
but Lewis is my boyfriend. My man.
Say
We
hi
have
to
a house
Lewis.
together
Yeah.
and a dog. That's Mia anyway. But yeah, well, we're gonna leave the Ryan question from
Because there is
somewhere else. 'Cause I don't know.
obviously there is something wrong with him, but
Yeah, a bunch of drugs.
the face.
He's
That's
given
justice.
it.
Yeah,
He's given
yeah.
it. Like,
He's just
are women and men real like equals? Um, so this is like a controversial like question for everybody, just because like everybody has their own opinions about like how a woman should be, or like react, or like I guess the roles in life, and what a man should be regardless. So I don't know, I think like they're of course not equal. There's like a lot of like a feminist, like very like a radical movement that they said that females are just very, they should be just like men, and I don't feel like that should be it. So I feel like like the whole working situation, like yes, everybody should be equal. Like you can, just because like you are a woman and a lawyer, and this man is a man and a lawyer, it doesn't mean like he should get the job primarily just because he's a man. Like because we know like women can get pregnant, women can like have their period, like we get through like rough patches in our like day-to-day life. And I some people don't understand that, like usually men won't understand that because they don't go through it. But I don't think any that happens anymore. That's not a thing anymore in like 2024. But I guess like a lot of people has like thought that women should be just like men, and you're ruining it for me. Stop doing that. I want to be mantenida. I don't want
Two, por dos.
I don't want to work anymore. I am tired. I love
Period.
cooking, and I want to
I don't
raise
like
my kids. Okay, so leave it alone.
from home.
Leave it alone, please.
Yeah. Well, to that question, I guess I can answer. I don't feel like we're equal. I don't feel like we're equal to men, and I don't think that we should try to be, because we're completely on. Men and women are different. I feel like as a man, like you should be, and this is just my personal opinion, as a man, you should feel, well, you should be the one providing. Everybody wants a provider as a man.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like, I feel like it's our generation mainly, because we have a lot of, no disrespect, but I feel like, we have a lot. And I think we both know people, like, like majority, like we have friends with kids, and, whatever their situation
Yeah.
is with the baby daddy. And like, I was raised by a single mom too,
Yeah.
so nothing wrong with it by all means. But I feel like nowadays it's like, it's kind of like trendy to, like, I don't know. I kind of people I kind of see it like, people kind of see it like trendy now. By all means, like, no judgment to anybody. But I feel like for me, like, I do want to like have like a man as a provider. Like, I don't want to try to like be in
I'm sorry, I
competition.
got lost.
Yeah.
So wait, what do you think is trendy?
So like, what I think is people like, oh, trendy, like being like a single mom and like wanting to be like Jenny Rivera or something like that. It's kind of like that. But like I said, like, no judgment towards them.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you
absolutely,
like, to
like
each their own. Like, by all means, like I said, I was raised.
like responsible sex.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
like if you know that
Well, like,
that
a
man or
veces,
that woman is
well,
not
yeah,
like
pero
going
a
anywhere.
veces, aunque tengas, responsible, and you're like, sometimes you never like really like
Yeah,
know who
you
you're.
never know who you are with.
Yeah, exactly.
You could be with them for like 4 years and it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, and so that's what I was trying to say. Like, I feel like a lot of like, in this generation, like, us females like try to like go into like competition. It's kind of like competition, like, oh, like, like, a man does this, but I can do it too, like, oh, like,
Yeah, it's like
the
a
man,
pissing
like,
contest.
yeah,
Where,
like,
like
the
I
man,
can do
like,
more than you.
yeah,
Whatever.
or yeah, like that, or like, oh, like, I can move the couch by myself, like, I don't need a man, or like, I make more money than him regardless, and stuff like that. And I don't feel like, for me,
Or it's either like to that point where like it's like, oh yeah, I can do the same and more than you. Or
yeah,
it's
it's
just like
kind
to
of
the
like
point it's
that.
like, I don't want a man that
And
will
it's
not
not
provide for
like,
me. Give
yeah,
me this, give me that, give me that. So like,
yeah.
I'm telling you,
So
when,
like,
yeah, when
I
did too.
definitely get it, like, where like you're coming from. Like, I don't feel like we're equal at all. And like you said, like, I want to be a mantenida too. Well, not mantenida.
No,
like,
yo
of
sí, yo
course, like,
sí. O sea,
bueno, tú sí, pero
no,
yo,
yo sí, yo
o
sí.
sea, like, a certain, like, I feel like mantenida to a certain point, though. Of course,
Yeah.
like, like, obviamente, like, cuando tú eres, like, like a stay-at-home mom or like a housewife, of course, like tienes
Yeah.
deberes en tu
Yeah, no,
casa,
of
you
course,
know,
like no mantenida en ese sentido, because
de
like I
que,
will
oh,
still be like attending to like my
claro, vas a
husband
atender a tu casa
cuando me case.
en vez de estar trabajando, pero ya cuando eres like mantenida that, oh, your man's working y tú estás aquí tirado en tu
Yeah, no,
casa, esa
that's
es otra
different,
cosa.
yeah.
Pero no, like, of course, like I want to be like the good mantenida, not the bad mantenida. Yeah. So I definitely agree with you there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot is definitely with our generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mia, you're going down. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Ma'am. You
It's
are
not needed anymore.
You're not longer in the podcast.
Yeah.
So I mean I completely get what you're saying. Like I just feel like nowadays, if you have never seen like this podcast where like just all of these alpha males just go into their podcast and then invite people like girls that have OnlyFans and maybe like three cells in their brains, and then they're just like, oh yeah, I don't care, like if he doesn't have enough money, if he doesn't have a Lamborghini, if he doesn't have a big house, like a big
Or he
pocket.
doesn't make this much a year,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
like if I make this amount and then he makes this amount, like I'm not gonna date him. It's just like, but for what? Like I feel like nowadays it's like very underrated how much a partnership can lift you up.
Mhm.
So like before, back in the day, it was just like kind of like it, like okay, the husband went to work, provided for the family, and then the woman kept everything together at the home. Because like fucking being a housewife, it's another job. Like just the cleaning, the cooking, the making sure that the dishes are done, that the laundry is done. It's a work on its own. So manténgame.
Por dos.
Manténgame, por favor. So the next question is like, is everyone really into working out or is just trendy? Oh, that's a good one. I'll let you start with that.
Okay. So for me, I think it is trendy. I think it is trendy, but I think it's because like no, by all means, like I feel everybody should work out. I'm with like everybody working out and like everybody trying to look good. Like I'm all here for it. But I feel like it is trendy, like to the point where like when you go to the gyms, it's like you see everybody, and
not to shame
not
anybody,
to shame anybody or anything like that.
but it's getting a little tacky.
Yeah, no, and I just feel like it's like I feel like it's like it's so trendy now that everybody at the gym is like, like recording, and it's just like more recording than
like
working
look,
out.
if you have your side hustle and like you are a personal trainer and like
Yeah.
you record for fun or like for your Instagram page, like by all means, but where I go, like when I usually used to go work out, I used to see this guy in the morning. He would bring his whole ass laptop.
De verdad.
No joking. Like I'm telling you, his whole
His whole
MacBook.
setup.
Like he had his tripod, he has a light, he had a lens for his phone.
He was ready.
No. He was just like doing some stretches. Legit.
De
I was
verdad.
like, he was not like repping anything, and like don't ego lift because that's really bad for your health. So I mean, if you ego lift, just fucking do whatever you want. Anyway, but like I was like, you're doing just too much.
Too much.
And then sometimes when like you are in like that public of a space, I think like like people should be conscious of other people around them, because it's just like you don't want to be recording other people that really don't want to be in your video. Like just be conscious. There's like gyms that have their own like little rooms where you can go in and like record like your set or something.
Mhm.
Or if you like, and by all means, like if you have like a very major rep that you have been working on and then you want to record it, okay. But like to take a space for like indefinite amount of hours just to like record you like just stretching.
Yeah. Or like when they're like recording, and like, well, nowadays, like because it's so trendy, the gyms are so packed, and because they're recording or whatever the case may be, you have to wait for a machine, and it's I feel like it's every gym now. It's not just like a certain one. Even like Planet Fitness, like the gyms that you would think that wouldn't get, yeah, they're like super packed, but it's because of the fact that it's like super trendy. And like I said, like by all means, like I'm here for everybody trying to look good. And of course, like I like working out and I like to look good. So I get it. But if you're like one of those please stop. And I'm just kidding.
Like,
But
look,
like,
just like
get
find
your money,
no,
get your
yeah.
money, but
Look,
like
just
be
find a gym.
considerate of
Yeah,
everybody around
just
you.
find a gym that it actually like has like there are like gyms that nowadays there are gyms that will have like their own setups and stuff like that for people to like take their pictures and
Yeah.
like because it is trendy.
Mhm.
Like unfortunately, you know, like we've been working out for I've worked out since I was like 12 years old.
Mhm.
So like my whole lineage of family have been working out for a long time. I have like cousins, uncles and shit that are personal trainers, even my
Yeah.
parents. So it's just like nowadays, like back in the day, I remember like my gym, like LA Fitness, because I used to go to LA Fitness for 6 years. I went there, and I remember that it was like nobody.
Yeah.
It was like nobody to like a certain point, like maybe 3 years after that I actually like started going a little bit more frequently, I guess, because I was there every single night. But I started seeing there was like a lot of new faces and
Yeah.
like people like going, and I thought it was going to be like, okay, they're just like, you know, getting their membership for like their winter time, and then
Yeah.
like
And then they're
just like New
canceling it
Year's
for the
New Year's resolution. And then I would think that they would just drop out, and then like suddenly they didn't. And
Yeah.
like at some point we didn't have any machines and everything, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, like now it's doing too much.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm just kidding.
Do
Like,
you
just
feel like it
work out.
was like, do you think it was like after COVID that everything like got like that, or was it before?
Definitely. I don't know. I think COVID was like a very trying time for everybody. I feel like everybody
was
just wanted to do something
struggling.
different.
Yeah.
And everybody like gained weight. I know I did. So well, I actually didn't. I actually lost a ton of weight when I was like through COVID because I was depressed, dude.
I think I was too.
Yeah.
No, I think I was happy.
No, I was depressed. 'Cause I was like I was partying in like random parking lots and shit.
Look, clothes were closed, so you were partying literally at the
I
parking
had
lot.
2 tattoos done throughout COVID in like somebody's house. I swear to God. Like,
Well, they had to get their monies like somewhere because I know,
and
like,
it
I
was
know my
cheap as
friends.
hell.
Yeah, I know my friends are like, you know, like everything was closed, but I know they were still getting their money. Like, I had this friend, like he's a barber.
They would rent like apartments and stuff and like get.
No,
like,
he was cutting hair from his house.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he
that's
cut
not
my
as
hair at his
random.
house.
That's not as random as like getting a tattoo done and like a weird ass dude. I remember this because it was
Yeah.
like with our friend Lucy.
Yeah.
So it was Lucy, and then it was like one of our friends, Carlos is his name. Well, you remember him
Yeah.
too. I forgot about that. Well, it was Carlos and Lucy, and then it was like around my birthday, and it was cold, and it was like pandemic time, like he had just started, and I was like, I really want to get this tattoo, and we were buzzed, like the three of us,
Yeah.
and like suddenly we were like, okay, if Lucy put half and then he puts half, I can get a tattoo done. So they both put $40 and the other $40, and I just got my tattoo done for like $80.
Oh my God.
And it was like this one right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Let me see.
I
Oh,
don't know if, like,
nice.
yeah, I don't know if like the camera can see it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we can see a little bit. Yeah.
Well,
It's like a rose.
it's like
okay.
it's a snake and like a rose in the middle.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get it for so long, but I didn't because I was like, I don't have like any appointments. Everything was closed. And
Yeah.
then I remember I hated it. Dude, I cried so fucking hard for like 2 weeks.
Why?
Because I didn't like it. I think it was because like the picture that I show him, it was like
Slanted.
no, so like the picture was like this, and then like the way that he did my tattoo, how it transpassed, it was this.
So it's like
So
flipped.
so it looked a little silly at the be- I don't even know how to say it because it didn't look ugly. It just looked silly for a minute. For a
Curiosito.
For a hot minute.
Really?
And I hated it.
And now you like it?
No, I love it now.
I love it now.
I love
Okay.
it now. And then I had Lucy she did this one for me. I'm gonna show you real quick.
Did that hurt?
Like hell. Honestly, it was probably the worst one that I've ever gotten. Yeah. So I have one here, I have like one here, and then I have this one, and then I have in the back. And this one, like I couldn't take it. It was fucking horrible.
Really?
It was horrible. I do not get tattoos on your hands. It's like a waste of money because like this like only lasts me like maybe at the most 2 months.
2 months before it started fading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was dumb as fuck. Yeah, honestly, it's been fun. It's been fun. I mean, I'm really enjoying like the talk. We definitely didn't expect it to like just come out
So
as naturally.
naturally.
Yeah, like I feel like it's mostly just talking with a friend or
Yeah.
something. And I also feel like we've been friends for so long, but we don't know so much about each other.
Yeah, I feel like
Like
we're I feel like we know like we
we
know about
know,
each other, but we just don't like we're like the type of friends that we're friends and we know we're friends and when we see each other, we're going to talk about everything, but we're not
but
going to see each other
yeah,
for like 6 months from now and
yeah.
then like
Well,
when we
hopefully
see
we see a lot more often because
yeah.
we have a job to do now.
Yeah, well like, but like back then we wouldn't see each other for like over
Oh
like
yeah,
6
I
months
think
and
like
then
before
yeah.
before I saw you was like what because we worked together. But
Right?
yeah,
And
we
we don't
work
even see each
together like
other.
at the same. But since we work from home, like we
Yeah.
just don't get to see each other as
Yeah.
often. I feel like I've seen her more often in the last like month that I've ever seen her in like since I met her.
No,
Like
es que es
no,
verdad,
yeah,
sí,
yeah,
sí,
yeah,
sí.
yeah. Because I mean, we all have lives, like and when you have lives, you just have to like tend to your things.
Yeah.
And that's why you have friends for like friends that will understand will stay there forever. I feel like
Yes.
at some point, like if you actually get a good friend, you don't have to be so persistent. Like in high school, like you always want to hang out with them and you have to see them every day because you go to school and like you always have
Mhm.
shit to talk about. But when like you have a good friendship, it's like it doesn't matter for how long you haven't seen this person, and it doesn't matter how like often you talk to that person. It could be every day, it could be like every 3 months, but when you see that person, you'll be able to like just release.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like like hey, like that's a friend or like you can like tell them anything and stuff like that. And like you can just catch up naturally
yeah.
instead of like, I know some people that, get mad like, "Oh, well, she didn't talk to me for like certain months or like she didn't talk to me all this time. I'm not going to talk to her now that she wants to try to talk to me or like we haven't seen each other like
Yeah,
porque like, cosas así como amigas así, bueno, amistades
yeah.
así, porque no solamente somos las mujeres, también siento que
Los
los
hombres
hombres también
también
tienen
llegan a
como
ser
que ese
así,
pensamiento and it's just
definitivamente.
that pride,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's good to have like friends that you can like that are
it's
understanding
just all
because
about maturing, because like sometimes
the
like you just
adult
get to,
life,
yeah, you
yeah,
just get to a point. It's just like you can't just be there every single day, every
yeah,
single time.
definitely.
Like you are there for the important moments, and if
Hmm.
you're not there like anymore, like that's okay.
Yeah,
That's fine. Like we're
that's
still
part of
good.
life.
Exactly,
Yeah,
we're still friends, but still cool. How did we
no
get to
hard
this point?
feelings. Yeah, like no hard feelings. Like we're still friends, but
Yeah,
like I feel like that's like a lot like with the adult life. Like we have to like understand like as we grow older, like we're not gonna be there like you said. Like we were in high school, like we're not gonna see
definitely.
each other every day, and especially when you like a lot of us, like met because of like clubbing and everything like that. But when you go like when you grow out of that phase of like not going clubbing anymore and
Yeah,
stuff like that, or like que cada quien
we
está
should definitely do a story time how we met.
yeah,
Like we,
it
it's
was so
a,
weird. Yeah, it was so
it was
weird.
like it was like the most random. Like we have no connections other than a friend in common that we had. Just
Literalmente.
one friend
And
in common that
like
we had, and that's
we ended
it.
up being better friends.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I mean, it
like I
would
was
be,
like,
yeah.
okay. But it was a good like we because of that day
We
cuz
connected definitely.
yeah, we
Like
definitely connected because of that day and like out
I
of that
thought you
day we
hated
all
me.
became like good friends.
I
Like,
thought you hated me though.
girl, what?
I think it was because you guys were hangover,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was that
and
day.
she had such a resting bitch face. She had. Well, you already can tell. No, I'm just kidding.
I do
Like
and
at
like
times, but like I thought she
I'm not
really did
mean.
not
Like
like me.
no, like I'm not mean at all. Like I thought like when I met you, I thought you were the sweetest thing. Like
Thank
you're so
you.
sweet. Like you don't have a RBF face.
No, I just
Yeah.
yeah.
But once you get to know, like I feel like once you get to know me, and like I think that's with everybody, because they're like, oh, like yo pensé que eras like así.
Mamona.
Yeah, literalmente todos me dicen eso, like yo pensé que eras así, and I'm like, no, like literalmente solamente es la cara, pero I'm actually really nice. Like I'm actually very outgoing. Like me llevo con todo el mundo, and
Yeah.
like everybody talks to me, so I'm like, I'm really really nice. Like people just, it's just my face. I promise, it's just my face, but
She has a sweet and big heart. Yes,
yes,
I think we both like that. That's why we kind of connected a little bit
yeah,
better because like we're both like mature enough for our. I feel like we're mature enough for our
yeah,
age,
definitely.
and we also are like outgoing and like we're not really like shy to speak ourselves. I'm not
Hmm.
going to be
Yeah,
like yeah,
yeah. So I think that's
definitely.
that's the reason why we connected. Plus, like I feel like we grew up like too fast. I feel like we grew up with each other like these past few years. So like we grew up really fast.
Definitely.
And like
I mean, I know you for like the last 4 years.
yeah, so it's
It's
like
been fucking 4 years, dude.
yeah. So like we were both like
Damn.
what, like 20, 19, 20?
No anniversary gift anyway.
No, I think it was like 19, 18.
I was like,
Well, I was 19. You were probably 18.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
18. That is
So,
crazy.
yeah. So
That is
it was
crazy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
It was definitely good times when we actually met.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so easy back then, dude. It was so easy.
Life was easier. Back
Life
then.
was like lifing.
Definitely lifing.
It was definitely
we were
good.
even though it was COVID year, it was definitely
Yeah.
like I feel like that was like the best year. I don't know for what reason, but like 2020 was like it was supposed to be like a bad year, but I had a good year in 2020.
Yeah, 2022 and 2021 were definitely like my free days.
Yeah.
I felt a lot more like, even though I did not have any time, because I felt like I always like compromised because we were going out a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was still in college, and then I was working, so I was like going to college and working, and then like still having a social life, plus like being with somebody back in the day. So I'm still with somebody, but anyway, not the same person anyway. But yeah, it was like definitely like a good couple of years, not
Yeah.
for everybody, but COVID was not. It's serious. It was a serious issue for
Did
everybody.
we take it serious though? No,
I
we didn't.
definitely didn't.
I don't think anybody
was drunk.
did. They were like, oh, like no salgas de tu casa, y que no
Oh,
sé
I was
qué,
out.
y fiesta cada fin de semana.
I was
en casa
out.
de no sé quién, pero fiesta.
Liquor stores didn't care back
No,
then. Like,
no,
I'm
they
telling
didn't.
you,
we didn't
like-
either though. We didn't either because they were
No.
like, oh, I remember my mom
and I was
like,
18 with a fake ID, like
oh, me
getting
too,
like
me too.
getting beer. Like, well, I didn't get beer back.
Don't
I was
do it,
getting like
don't do it.
Seagrams and shit.
Until you're 21, just don't do it. All that money wasted for no reason.
No, honestly, no. Do it. Shit.
Oh yeah, do it.
Do it.
Do
Just
it.
don't do
Well,
don't do hard
I had a
drugs.
fake ID since I was like, oh my god, since I was like 15.
Yeah.
And so like
I was 16.
I grew.
yeah.
I outgrew my phase of like going because like I
Maybe
feel like
because
we grew up so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like boring now.
Yeah, you
But-
do it. You just go
yeah.
ahead and just don't do
Just
hard
have
drugs.
fun.
Don't be doing
No, don't do
none
that.
none of that shooting shit. Just don't do
No,
it.
don't do that. Don't do drugs.
Don't do
Just
that.
drink. No, don't
No,
even
don't
drink.
drink.
Just be responsible. Have fun. But
We're
be
just
responsible.
promoting
Yeah.
like bad behavior.
No, don't do it. But like, if you do
But
it,
do
just
it, do
be
it.
responsible. You know.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Just have somebody that will take care of you at least.
yes, but like I feel like we. What was the topic? Ya me
I don't know.
desvié.
No, no desviamos ya.
Yeah.
Se fue.
Next question.
Well,
I feel like we should go with the place that we would like to visit.
okay, I'll let you go first.
Well, there's a lot of places that I want to visit, but if I were to go to like now, if I had to like go, I probably would go to like Greece. I want to go to
Mykonos.
Greece.
Ooh.
I just want to go
Yes.
to somewhere foreign,
Yeah,
like
just
Europa.
Europe, period,
Yeah, Europa. Like I just want to go to
Something bougie, like
Paris.
some baguettes.
Yes. Go to Paris, Madrid,
Yeah,
Barcelona.
definitely.
Like I'd love to go to Europa.
Yeah.
But
So
what
I'm
about
gonna
you?
change mine.
Okay,
Because
okay.
She already knows where I want to go. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not.
Y'all
I'm
don't
not an
wanna
enemy.
know.
Because nobody. I feel like a lot of people would say like, no, absolutely not. And I'm not gonna
Next
say.
thing you know, our video's gonna be blocked on YouTube because you are the enemy. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think like another like bucket list places I would like to go other than the one that you already know is Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Punta Cana! Anywhere, Santo Domingo, Punta Cana. You take me, because I will be out there. Like I've heard from like so many people that I already know that have gone to
That is
DR. It's like a party every day, all the
Really?
time, all the hours. Like you're always like either eating, drinking, or dancing, or the three at the same time
Really?
at the beach. Yeah, it's like a paradise. And also Colombia, but I've been in Colombia before.
I've never been to Colombia. Oh, that's also on my bucket list. I've been seeing like a lot of videos from Colombia, and I actually do really want to go to Colombia.
Yeah. Colombia is definitely like a amazing place to
Yeah.
visit. Definitely, I would go back.
Es bien bonito, como like antique,
Pintoresco,
¿no?
es muy bien
Yeah,
pintoresco.
like antique, ¿no?
I wouldn't say antique, pero es like es así bien pintoresco.
Sí.
Like It's like being al aire libre,
Like
bien
colorful.
playero,
Uh-huh.
like, you know, like there's a lot of like hoo 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 ha ha ha.
Y vallenato.
Vallenato, oh,
Oh,
amo,
yeah.
amo, amo, amo. Amamos, amamos vallenato.
Amamos, amamos.
¿Te
I
gusta
think
vallenato?
me gusta vallenato. Yeah, me gusta vallenato.
Wow.
Literal. Y más cuando tengo
Heartbroken.
No, I'm just kidding, pero sí, sí me gusta el vallenato.
Amo el vallenato, man. I feel like my mom when I like listen to
Yeah.
vallenato. I feel like I just want to drink. Pásame
Los
una.
caminos de la vida.
Well,
But-
it was nice.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We really hope that you guys, you know, tune in for the next episode.
Yes.
But yeah, like subscribe, like the like button.
Like the like button,
Please,
subscribe,
please,
leave comments.
leave comments.
We're
you know.
open to critiques, but if you're being mean, we'll delete them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please just, you know, I cry. I
No,
cry
because
I will cry. Okay.
this is just episode 1. I mean, we're just
Just be
getting started.
supportive.
Yeah, just be supportive.
Just be supportive.
But it's been really fun. Like I really enjoyed it. Do you have anything to say, Pao?
No,
No.
it was fun.
It was fun.